Ian here, coming to you from this beautiful town of Zlatibor in Serbia. And today I'd like to share a very simple technique with you, focused on balance initially, but then stretching and expanding out into self-awareness. So really being able to be sensitive and aware of that central place, the witness, the unchanging self that is behind and observing all of our experiences. So it observes who is balancing and witnesses all of the balancing process, but we'll also go into the other senses and look at who is watching those and who is experiencing those. And it's a really beautiful way to get perspective, but also a lot of suffering is caused by losing that level of perspective. And our heart often yearns and has this huge urge for that self-awareness and that just coming into that space of the witness. So it's really, really beneficial. I've really found this so powerful in my practice. And yeah, we'll dive into it today and see how it feels for you. So what we're going to do first is start with working on our balance. And we're just going to sink our knees a little bit and just bring our awareness to the contact with the ground, the feeling of that weight there underneath you. Allowing the hips to sink, allowing the feet just to take that weight and just to notice how it spreads along the surface of the feet. And then we can slowly start moving the hips from side to side, like we're skiing. You can bring the breath to it as we slowly move from side to side, just keeping that focus on the feet. You can close your eyes down if you like. You can leave them open. Just allowing that focus to stay on the feet and on the weight on the feet. Slowly, gently moving from side to side. If you feel like you're rushing a little bit, just slow it down, feel the details. Just noticing. Noticing all the details of how the weight sits in the feet. Everything these feet are saying to you. And now just slowly coming over to the left leg and just balancing here on one leg. Staying engaged with that foot, all of the toes, the ball of the foot, the arch and the heel. Just soaking in all the details of that foot. Slowly, slowly. If you get distracted with a thought or some other sensation, come back to that contact with the ground. The details of each moment. It's always changing. Stay with it. And now coming over to the right leg, balancing on that leg, Noticing the moment-to-moment changes. Staying with it. Now coming back to the left leg, bringing all our sensitivity to that left foot, here and now. Staying engaged with this moment, this foot. And back over to the right foot. Noticing the details. Noticing all of what this foot is saying to you. We don't need to make a story about it, just witnessing. And now coming back to the left foot again. Giving it all your focus. We're almost done. All the details of the foot. And now back to the right foot. Soaking in the subtleties of this foot, of the balancing experience. And now just notice who is feeling this sensation in the foot. Who is it that's balancing? Who is it that's trying to stay upright? Who is it that's witnessing this experience? Who observes this? And now coming back to both feet on the ground. Just closing the eyes down now. Bringing your awareness to both feet. And just asking ourselves, who is witnessing these feet? And who is observing that witnesser? And is there somebody that's witnessing that experience. Just stepping your focus back all the way to nothingness, to a point where you can't step back any further. You might notice you open up to all the senses as you zoom back that witnessing. Noticing, noticing, noticing. And just noticing the experience on the skin. Feeling that in this moment. Noticing it change from second to second. Noticing who's noticing that feeling on the skin. And who's noticing the noticer. Noticing if there's anything behind that. Coming all the way back to our center, to ourself, the true witness. Noticing the sounds, noticing who is witnessing those sounds, who's the observer of that sound. Just humbly opening in perspective. And now opening up the eyes, taking in that vision, just allowing the picture in this moment to just be soaked in as it is. No need to tell stories about anything, just witnessing the moment through the eyes. And just seeing if we can notice who's witnessing through these eyes. Who's experiencing this? And now just taking a few deep breaths. Really relaxing into that sensitivity. Now, if you'd like to just sit with that sensitivity and that perspective of self, I highly recommend it, just to sit for at least 5 minutes after this practice. And if you'd like to leave any feedback on your experience, or if you've got any questions, please write them in the comments. Thank you very much for your time. Love you guys. Namaste.